As promised, with us here is Mr. Henri Owona. He is one of the pillars, leaders, and the fighters for the forward movement of the economy and the country. So, Mr. Henri Owona, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Demean.
Briefly, I wouldn't want because the matter is hot. It's interesting, and I'd like us to address it. So, to you, what do you think is digital marketing?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question, Mr. Demean. But before I proceed with the question, please, I would like to actually say that I'm grateful, and it's actually an honor and privilege at the same time to be sharing my little experience with your amazing audience. Talking of digital marketing, we can't talk of digital marketing without talking about digital marketers, so that's why I'd like to introduce myself as well. Henri Owona is an accredited digital marketing trainer, he's a consultant, and also the author of the very popular self-improvement and digital marketing book From Competition to Dominion, with the subtitle How to Conquer the African Market in the Digital Age. For the past 7 years, I've been sharing disruptive and innovative digital marketing skills and solutions to many young professionals, many young entrepreneurs, and also to companies that want to go digital. Now, talking of, coming back to your question, like what is digital marketing? I'm going to break it down like very simple in a way that anyone can understand what digital marketing is all about. Now, when we're talking about digital marketing, there are basically two words there. You have digital and you have marketing. So to better understand what digital marketing is all about, it's important to first understand what is marketing. So marketing, I'm going to make it very simple, is simply the ideas, the techniques that one implements in order to pull people towards his product, towards his services, or towards his company, or towards yourself. It's a brand. So that is what marketing is all about. What do I have to do in order to pull people? And what you do to pull people is what we call marketing strategies. So that's what marketing is all about. Now, digital marketing, it means, in other words, digital marketing is simply the action of pulling people towards a brand, towards a product, a service, or a company, but using digital tools, using social media. It means I'm generating traffic on my platform. Maybe it can be a website, it can be a Facebook page, it can be an Instagram page, it can be a WhatsApp. It depends on which platform the business person or the brand is using. So basically, that's what digital marketing is all about. How do I pull people towards my digital platforms? That's digital marketing.
Awesome. That's well concised and detailed definition of digital marketing. Now, before we move ahead, there may be people may be wondering why we are going back to digital marketing, because in our previous episodes we also had a digital marketer who spoke on digital marketing, but we cannot emphasize enough the importance of digital marketing and why it's necessary for business to start adopting digital marketing. We cannot emphasize enough why we should look at digital marketing as the next big thing, the next big breakthrough, the next big step for every entrepreneur, be it startup, be it established, be it big companies. They should understand that the moment they get digital, they will get massive with their sales. So now, briefly, you spoke about digital marketing being marketing in the digital space. So, without wasting much time, can you briefly tell us why is it important for businesses nowadays to adopt digital marketing?
Very powerful question, Mr. Demean. It's powerful and a pertinent question. Why? Because I get this question most often during my seminars, during my trainings, and my conferences all over Africa. And I usually answer it in a very simple way. There are several reasons, but I'm going to focus on two. Two reasons why people need to go digital, why companies need to go digital in the 21st century. The first reason is statistics. Only in Africa, and I'm going to take the case of Cameroon because we're in Cameroon. Let me break it down to Cameroon. Cameroon has more than 11.5 social media users. 11.5 million social media users. And only Facebook alone is more than 4.5 million users.
Wow.
Instagram is around 1.5 to 2 million users already in Cameroon. WhatsApp is moving towards 5 million users in Cameroon only. So why am I giving you these statistics? Is to show you how huge the market potential is. And the good news is that you can reach your target population or your target market only with your smartphone. And there's no limitation. It means you can be in Boya and you have customers in Garwa. You can be in Douala, you have customers in Betwa. You can be in Douala and even have customers in Washington, D.C., in London, in Lagos, in Johannesburg. Only with a smartphone and internet connection, so far as you know how to leverage on social media tools. So that's the first reason. Statistics. The market is so huge and it's unlimited. Then the second reason is the cost, advertisement costs. Some months ago, I have a client who is based in Turkey. She owns a company here in Cameroon that deals with educational services. So she came to Cameroon, and before coming, she told me, okay, Mr. Henry, I want you to design a marketing plan because I'm coming to conquer Cameroon market with my services. So I designed everything. She paid for it. Then, after designing, one of the things I actually recommended she does is to go on TV as well. Mm-hmm. Yes, to use traditional marketing canals. So she asked me, okay, Mr. Henry, since I'm not yet there, can you go and check how much is it going to cost me?
Yeah, the overall cost.
So I went on one TV station, I'm not going to call the name, and I wanted the service to be advertised only for 3 days. Mm-hmm. And they asked for 500,000 francs. 500,000 francs. And they said that is the lowest cost, and it's because I'm the one. They know me already.
Man, no man.
Yeah. So, and I was like, that's too much, just for this. So, the lady there, I tried to bargain with her, like 200,000, 400,000, she refused. So I said, okay. I discussed with my client. I told her, okay, forget about TV. Huh? Out of the 500,000 francs, just send me 100,000 francs and let me run the ad for you. And guess what? She received more than 6,000 messages from prospects. If I have to apply the 10% rule of marketing, it means she's getting at least 600. 600 clients. It means her conversion rate is very low, that is 10%. But if she can convert more than that, that means a lot. And for her service, she's getting a profit, earning a profit of at least 100,000 francs per person. Then multiply that by 600. Can see how huge was the return of on investment.
Obviously.
So, basically, with an ad budget of 100,000 francs, she was able to make millions of francs.
Already.
This is something you cannot achieve with traditional communication canals, like TV, like newspapers or radio. It's not possible. So, with a very little budget, it's possible, especially for starters, especially for young entrepreneurs who don't have a big budget yet, big advertisement budget yet, they can easily leverage on social media paid ads and have amazing and transformative results.
Okay, that's really, really interesting because, but there's one thing I would like you to expatiate on, the 10%, the 10% rule. Can you please explain on that? Because not everybody is a marketer, and a lot of us may be dabbling a little bit to like try to grasp what it actually means, the 10% rule.
Actually, the 10% rule is a principle that we use in marketing. It means if I'm a marketer, for example, and I'm able to prospect 100 person, it means I have the probability or the rate, the highest rate I can convert is 10% out of the 100.
Okay.
It means 10 persons.
Yeah.
In other words, for me to get 10 clients, I need to talk at least to 100 person. That is the 10% rule in marketing. And this is because I want to highlight this, because you see, when you are watching or you are looking up to great entrepreneurs, great marketers outside there and on the internet as well, they don't tell you the hard part.
That's true.
Yeah, what they're really going through. They always give you the great result, what they're able to achieve, but they don't tell you what they do in order to achieve that. Most often, for someone to get like 100 clients, that person must have spoken at least to 1,000 or to 10,000 persons sometimes. So the 10% rule is for you to get 10% of clients, you need to talk to at least 100 person. You want to get 10.
So that's for entrepreneurs. Once you run an ad or you're doing your business and you get just 5 people, you should understand that, okay, you're spoken to 50 people. 50 people know about your business, so you have 5 clients.
Exactly.
So you should not be feeling bad. That at least it should motivate you rather to say that, okay, if I need 100 clients, I should step it up. Then now from there you begin to get the point of you know how to have a well-concise marketing strategy, exactly, which is much more targeted. And I believe that's what digital marketing is all about. Now,
exactly.
This book, From Competition to Dominion, I have read it. And there's one thing that piqued my attention, which is the fact that you talked of personal development as a digital marketer, talking of personal development. So can you explain, why do you think it's important for an entrepreneur to work on to be a person, that is, they should be personally developed?
Thank you for that question, Mr. Demean. Why did I go back to personal development and personal productivity or self-improvement? It's because when doing my trainings in the past years, I noticed some people got the skills after going through the training with me, but were not able to get results in life. And this thing disturbed me a lot. And I began to investigate on what might be the problem. That someone has the skill, but is not getting results. From my investigation, I understood that personal development was the problem. They were lacking personal development. You can have the skill, but if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in your God-given potential, you'll be very challenging and tough for you to make it in life. So I understood that before the skill set, it's important we work on the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I got into personal development and personal productivity before talking about the skill set. Because as I always said it, it's mindset first, then skill set, then last action.
Action. That's true. That's one key component that a lot of us were actually missing, which is the mindset. A lot of us actually think that once you want to do something, you just get in, and the moment it gets hard, you just break down. And you need to have a tough, challenging mindset, which is going to take me now to my next question. As a digital marketer, I believe you understand, or from my observation, it's not something that is common in Cameroon, to be specific. The other countries like Nigeria and the European countries, with American countries, they actually understand that. And from my studies, I've discovered that a lot of startups have been able to blow mostly by managing their digital space and understanding how to navigate through. So tell me, how has it been, the journey been like, working as a digital marketer in Cameroon?
Wow, there has been an amazing experience, huh? And at the same time, very challenging too. truth being told, digital marketing is hard.
Obviously.
It's hard. It's hard to get result, especially when most people think that since it's the internet, when once they just post, the results just come like that.
Straight away.
However, I've worked with a lot of people here in this country. More than 700 startups I've worked with. And as you rightly mentioned, I've worked with people who have businesses that are not making less than 500,000 on a daily basis, but doesn't have an office. They're working to is a smartphone and a laptop with a remote team that is working from a distance. And they're making at least 500,000 of daily sales. I'm not talking about weekly or monthly. I'm talking of daily. I know personally, I've worked with them, I've trained, I've been consultant for some of these startups and small businesses that are doing amazingly well. So the journey so far in Cameroon is Cameroonians are still to be educated. It's true, we are contributing at our little level. We are doing an amazing job too, I really appreciate. But a lot still has to be done. The digital marketing industry in Cameroon, the market is still very blank. The market is still very virgin. Actually, I was attending a master class with some top experts in digital marketing in the US. And what we were discussing, I was like, wow. Digital marketing in Cameroon is like we're still in pre-nursery school.
Yeah, pre-nursery, yeah.
You get. So, and companies here are facing a lot of challenges too. Especially these multinationals. Every day, companies come to me, big companies, that they need digital marketers. So if people, Cameroonians, are intentional about this is a high income skill. You get paid like crazy in this industry. So I really want to encourage Cameroonians to learn more, to get trained, and I offer trainings for that.
That's true.
I have an academy, digital marketing, to get trained on this. The first step is to sensibilize people. Let's create an awareness. We have to work on creating awareness about digital marketing.
Awareness campaign.
Exactly. People need to know more about digital marketing. So that is the first step. We are still at that level where we have to create awareness first, so that Cameroonians know the importance of digital marketing, and see how they can get started with this amazing revolution, what I call Nikki Vert called in her book Disrupt Yourself or Be Disrupted, the food industrial revolution.
That is true, because the thing is, we understand that digital marketing, maybe it's because we are using big terms and people may feel like digital marketing is one place where you go, it's specific. Facebook, I believe, is digital marketing.
Of course.
WhatsApp, I believe, is digital marketing.
Sure.
Instagram, those are digital marketing tools, which therefore means that the doctrine we have been getting from these platforms have not actually been what has kept us, or have not been accurate. So if we can revise our understanding, our reasoning of the social media space for it to be more of a money creation facility than a leisure gaining experience, because most of us, I for one, before I repented and gave my life to the digital marketing. I was more of the kind of person where I go on Facebook, I watch videos, spend 3 hours watching videos. If I see somebody's shoe that I don't like, I comment that I don't like your shoe, or which I don't have one myself. So it's just a space where we, the people, we get there, and rather than learning, rather than acquiring knowledge, rather than implementing or growing ourselves or growing our business, we tend to just do anyhow, banter ourselves, follow celebrities around and insult their dressing and all the like, which therefore means that doctrine needs to change. And like you said, we organize the awareness campaign.
Exactly.
And you're the co-founder also of a business?
Sure.
So it's not just you about, which therefore means I'll qualify as an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Okay, now, there's one thing that I've actually observed presently with startups. Most people, they believe that they have an idea, and boom, they just get in. They start branding themselves as CEO. I'm the CEO of Blink Cosmetics. I'm the CEO of Wanda's Studio. I'm the CEO of. So they just brand ourselves, and after 2 3 years, they are nowhere to be found. Now, why do you think it's that way, from your own point of view?
Okay, that question is crucial, Mr. Demean, and it's something we really have to think of, and people really need to seriously repent, as you said. Most people are getting it wrong. We get too much into what I usually call the shoshu, the social
Wasabi.
business. Mm? That okay, you go in a studio, you take some professional pictures, they're clean, and you go and post on social media. You get 100 of likes, comments, and shares. Hey, my brother, comments, likes, and shares on social media. Congratulations, all those things. They can't pay bills. So.
A majority of them are
Mm.
congratulations messages.
Yeah, they don't pay bills. One of the reasons why these people are disappearing or they're evaporating and condensing somewhere else is because they do any other thing and forget to do the most important thing. As I usually say it, sales is the main function of any business organization, even church business. Yes, sales. You need to make sales on daily basis. If you don't make sales every day, you are not into business. You are into any other thing but not business. Yeah, and once you start focusing on other things, you forget the fundamental reason of business, then for sure, the next 1 month you disappear.
Evaporate.
Because we have bills to handle. Rent, salaries, taxes, and all those things, as a business person too. So if you're not making money, even your team, you won't be able to maintain your team because those guys, they need to eat. Right? They need to pay their rent, they have their responsibilities as well. So if your business is not making money, very soon you disappear.
You evaporate.
So that's the point. That's the point. Business persons in Cameroon, startups, they need to learn the most important thing in their business, who happens to be sales and marketing.
And it's true. It's true because most startups, from my observation, we tend to be like, we have a business, and they'll invest in anything else. Like, I know a friend who went to a business and he spent 4 million just for renting and equipping his office, and gathered people, and they were staying there, sitting there every day. In 6 months, he started complaining of not being able to keep up. And I asked him, how much did you invest in your marketing department? How much did you invest in the area that generates income? It's like a woman in the house cooking food and not giving it for keeping the husband's own. The man who is in charge of bringing money for that food to be cooked, you don't give him. So how do you expect him now to have the energy to go back and bring money for?
That is the question.
So that is the area where a lot of us, we tend to mix it up. And now we don't have a good structure. We don't have a good structure. So let's try to look at our sales, get the fundamentals, and we know how important sales and marketing is to every business. Now, before I let you go, there is one pertinent issue which I believe you can help clarify. We are looking at digital marketing. We are looking at traditional marketing. Is it important or is it necessary for every business? I mean, every business, irrespective of the kind of business. Is it applicable? Is digital marketing applicable to every business?
Wonderful question. I actually tackled that question in the introduction of this book, From Competition to Dominion. And I believe, to speak like objectively, not all businesses, it's not because I'm into digital marketing that I will say that, no, yes, everybody has to be doing. No, it's not true. Not all businesses are supposed to be on the internet. The first principle in entrepreneurship, one of the main principles as well, is that you as a business person, you need to be where your customers are.
That's true.
So if your customers are on the internet, you need to be on the internet. If your customers are not on the internet, then what are you doing there? What are you doing there? There's no need for you to be there. And there are a lot of businesses that don't need to be on social media because their target population is not on social media. The target population is not on the internet. So don't they have to be there? However, it's important to note this. Even if you are not on the internet like to get clients, what happens is that, because you need to understand the psychology of your customers, what happens is that if you have a business and you come to prospect me, it can be maybe a B2B type of a business. You see, you come to prospect me. The first reflex I will have is to go and double check on the internet. Who is this person? So I'll go on Google and type your name. I'll go on Facebook and type your name, research. Who is this? Is this thing real? So that's why, even if your customers are not on the internet, it's still relevant for you to at least have your platforms and creating some content, someone handling it, just for credibility purposes.
So the social media presence is necessary.
It's necessary. That's the first reason. Then the second reason is the illustration that I actually took here. It's possible that you do your business without the internet and you're succeeding. Let's assume that, for instance, you without the social media presence, you are able to get like 50 clients a day that are generating into your business 10 million francs every day. Now, if you choose to go digital, instead of 50 clients, you might be having 100 clients. And obviously, the direct effect is that your sales are also going to increase from 10 million to 20 million. So if you are not on the internet and your competitor is on the internet, the guy will be making more money than you do, and very soon he will kick you out of the market.
That's true.
So that's why it's so important to be on the internet, even if
Your customers are
your
not
customers are not there.
So that actually reminded me of when we were in secondary school and teachers were like, one reasons, or what was the topic? One reasons why considerations companies take in order to localize themselves. Back then, the internet was not really rampant, so we're more of a traditional way, and we're looking at proximity to raw materials, proximity to labor, proximity to the market. How far are they from the market? How soon can they deliver their goods to the market? Then before we looked at the nature of goods. So, like you rightly said, know who your customers are, and you will know where to meet them. There was this guy. He's one of the branding gurus, Martin Numia. He said, unless you know your target customers, you will not know where to find them.
You're correct.
And at the end of the day, you're going to keep turning around and round and round in circles, and then you say business is bad, business is this, which is something which you're supposed to determine as an entrepreneur in the beginning. Before you, it should be your business plan should have that.
Sure.
Important. Then you know where to find them. You can be having goods, producing goods that are used by grandpas and grandmas in the village, where the network service there is zero, they have little to no
And
electricity,
you're struggling on
and you're
Facebook.
struggling on Facebook. Come and buy, come and. Yes, with the Facebook present, you can see the child who will see that the mom needs it, but are they your customers? Are they? So the nature of the goods now also matter. So that being said, quickly, you have been an entrepreneur for, I can say, 7 years,
Yes, exactly.
and I believe you've had a lot of experiences and stuff. Now, what can you tell those who want to be entrepreneurs?
Okay, Mr. Demean, entrepreneurship is hard. Let me just be honest with you. So, I'm not trying to scare people.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just being honest and truth. Yeah. It's hard. So, the first thing you have to do if you want to embark into this journey is to work on your mindset. Make sure you have the right mindset for success. You must be committed at the highest level, committed to excellence and to success. That I have to succeed in this thing no matter what it takes. If you are not at that level of commitment, please don't embark into this thing. That's the first thing, the right mindset. Now, it's not enough to have the right mindset, because I know a lot of people with the right mindset, they believe in themselves, they believe in God, they are always positive, but they don't have any skill.
Skill set.
So, second thing, skill set, get trained. Acquire an income producing skill. Something that you can do and people pay you in the marketplace. Bring some value in the marketplace and people pay you. Learn a skill. There are many skills you can learn. You can learn digital marketing, you can learn cyber security, you can learn programming, you can learn photography, you can learn graphic designing with Photoshop. There are a lot of things. You can learn apps or software like Search for accounting.
Yeah, that's true.
You can learn maybe this insurance accounting that they are using too. There are a lot of stuff that you can learn. Become an expert in that, a specialist in that. Take time to build yourself up. Go deep first. One of the things I noticed with our generation is that we want to run so fast than our shadow. We want to make the money without preparing. You get? We want to go to heaven without dying. It's not possible. You must die first before you go to heaven. So now that the second thing, skill set. Then the third thing, there are some people with amazing skill but very lazy, sleeping in their houses, watching the TV novellas, watching Netflix, Africa Magic and all those things, scrolling on social media, wishing people happy birthday, and all the drama. That's what they do. If you are doing this and you are not getting, and you say that you have the skill and want to be an entrepreneur, please forget. You need to take the right actions. Let me come back. Actually, I just discussed with you my formula for success. The right mindset, plus the right skill set, plus the right action on a daily basis, equals to success in entrepreneurship.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Steve Harvey would actually put it in a way that if you're sleeping at 8 a.m., before you discover you get up, the stock market has closed and they have sold away everything, and you're now working for the people who were working for you. So you have to be smart in everything, hardworking, and you put in the work, and you keep learning. So, Mr. Henri Owona, it was wonderful having you. It was actually, I myself, I don't know about the others, but I hope they were taking down notes, because I was definitely learning a lot from you. And I would also like to stress here that digital marketing is a large field which we want to exploit. We want to dig in and get all the nutrients from it, suck it dry, feed it to the audience. So that is why, as more often as possible, we would gladly like to keep having you on our platform to share your experience. And with the fast moving digitalization, new ideas may be coming up and you will learn them, then you come and we tap a little from you and as time goes on. So I appreciate you so much for coming here today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Demean, for inviting me over. It's actually a privilege. And before I leave, I want to actually share a gift to your beautiful audience, so that they can also benefit from these incredible skills that we have. So the first gift I want to offer to them is this book. This book.
Competition to Dominion.
From Competition to Dominion. So normally the book is $20. That's basically around 13 to 14,000 francs. But for those who are watching this video right now, and that are going to drop their comments, I want to give them a huge discount of 6,000 francs.
Awesome.
It means for your audience only, for those who are watching this video only and only today, they are going to pay only 8,000 francs. And delivery is totally free. I'm going to bear the cost of delivery, no matter your geographical location. Even if you are in a Konotiti, I'll come and deliver it to you there, or I ship it there on my own. So that is the first gift. The second gift is, since we're talking about digital marketing skills, we have the African Academy of Digital Marketing,
Digital marketers, yeah.
which is actually training people on this digital marketing skills for a 3-month program, where at the end they get a certification that is actually recognized by the Cameroon government. So the training normally is 200,000 francs, but for your audience today, I want to give them a discount of 50%. For those who are watching this video and are going to take action today by dropping their comments, or by hitting your inbox. So instead of 200,000 francs, if you want to learn digital marketing and go pro, you are going to pay only 100,000 francs. And registration is free for your audience. Normally registration is 10,000 francs. So you register first, then you pay the training fee. So, but for your audience today, registration is free. Then they're getting a discount of 50% if they are really interested in upskilling themselves in this field.
That's awesome. And are you sure I'll not come for a refund for my own book? Well, it's awesome. And for those who will not be able, I believe the book is available on Amazon.
Yes.
So we'll be having a link down below for those who want to purchase directly from Amazon.
It's available on Amazon or on seller.com too. Seller. Then they can also hit me
on your air-conditioned inbox.
Exactly.
So definitely there are so many ways which you can get the book, and if they are watching, if they watch and they want to get the book immediately, they just go to the description, they get to your inbox and they mention the name of the program, Business Thursday, and you're going to give them their copy. So thank you very much, Mr. Owona.
You're welcome. It's all my privilege and honor.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him. That was Mr. Henri Owona. He had a lot to share and he had a lot of insight to give us. We will definitely be having him in our subsequent editions. And all the information you gathered, if you need to get to him, the links will be put on the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next Thursday.